What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I know, a little bit late, but hey, you know, it's been worse. Let's get a tweet out real quick. Already got one in mind. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Dearest at Marvel Champions. How was I gonna word this? I did think of something, but I didn't think of the exact way to word it. Anyway, if Man-Thing. Let's start with She-Hulk. If She-Hulk and Man-Thing got together, would they make? Okay, actually, hold on. Let me. I don't know. I hope She-Hulk and Man-Thing get together, so that we can have She-Thing and Man-Hulk. Us, I am now live. Okay, there we go. Hope She-Hulk and Man-Thing get together so we can have She-Thing and Man-Hulk. Tweet. Alright. What's up, people? How you guys doing out there? You guys ready to get this on? Good, because so am I. Let's, we need to, I just kicked my desk with my bare open toe. Oh my god. Alright. Anyway, I need to hit that arena at my 6 stars. They are probably available right now. Yep. They are. Okay. Not all of them just yet, but, we need to get these going. But what's up, people? Gloria Man has become a member. What? Wow, it's funny. It still says sponsor on stream, and even in my little tracker thing, it says member. Because YouTube changed it to member. But anyway, Gloria Man, you've already been a member. This tracker thing's so weird. I don't know if Gloria's in here right now, but if so, thank you for the continued support. Big Blue is the first one here. What's up, Big Blue? Obi Don. Dabbing, the Boom Boy, Bro Conky, what up? What's up, everybody? Got John Smith, Pixie Bell, Star, Meta. BG, you are 700k ahead of me. I'm coming for you. Ooh, Meta. I saw that you were going for the champ, dude. Good luck, man. Good luck. I should be further ahead right now, and I'm just not because... Well, yesterday was a little bit of a rough day, and then today I had to go out for a few hours, so I missed some rounds of 4s, but I'm going to get back on it, man. Get back on it. Christian sending over a buck. Christian, thank you very much. Where's your last one? Is there a last one? Is there a last one? Hang on one sec. Let's get to the bottom of this. Alright, I don't see a last one. But you don't need a last one to get the first one. If you know what I'm saying. And if you don't know what I'm saying, well, I'm saying this. Slap. Thank you very much, dude. Oh, my voice is getting better and stuff. Still have the cough, still suppressing it and all that. You guys are still gonna hear it, me coughing inside of your eardrums a bit, but yeah, it does seem to be getting a little bit better. You went outside, BG? What were you thinking, Fitz? I know, dude, but it was important. It was important. Okay, I had to. Fun fact, tornadoes are not fun. Oof. Everything cool, Balsasaurus Rex. Hopefully the damage wasn't too bad or anything. Enzo, what's up, dude? Good morning, BG. Nice rank ups. Love watching you binge since you are a hoarder. Always spectacular. Enzo, thanks, man. I'm never sure who's gonna be into those videos or not, but it does seem like a bunch of people like them, so that's cool. Yeah. Thanks, Enzo. So I did a thing today. What thing did you do, Shark? Future pulled a 5-star Hyperion from one Cavalier Crystal. So excited. Aldo. Sick, dude. That's awesome. You will never notice me until I make myself popular like him. Well, you've been noticed. That must mean you're popular. As popular as I am, which is, you know, not that popular. Kid Boo's dropping in 45 mins. Just had to tell you, PG, like... Dragon Ball Z thing? Is that like a standalone, or is like a new series of it or something? I haven't kept up with Dragon Ball Z since the Cartoon Network days, long ago. Hey BG, how are you? Real quick question: why do you have such a striking resemblance to Hyperion? Tom, it's because I work out. You know, you don't get a body like this without working out. And hey. Put my time in just like Hyperion does. I also shop at the overly large belt store, the same one that he does too. So it's bad. I'm just now finding out about Cyclops and Havoc not damaging each other with specials. It's not bad. I think it's cool more than anything. But yeah, it has been a known thing since pretty much the beginning. BG, over the last few weeks, I realized I have too many of the wrong resources, and I've been transformed into a proper hoarder with lots of PhDs, quest crystals, etc. Alright, welcome to the hoarding side. BG, I extremely enjoyed your rank up video. Cool, man. That's awesome. BG, how do you feel about the Star Wars story finally coming to an end? Well, I know about 0 of Star Wars. I've never seen a movie where well, I think there's shows, right? Like didn't they have like an animated Star Wars show or something? I don't know. I've never seen any of it. I'm just not into it. So no offense to all the Star Wars fans out there. I know there are many of you. I'm not into space and activities in space. The whole sci-fi thing, I don't know, I just can't get into it. For anything, Star Wars or anything else. It's funny because this game technically, like, I don't know, sometimes does some, like, I mean, it's not really in space, but sometimes they do some space things. Whatever. Anyway, totally different. Very different. Yeah, the futuristic sci-fi stuff. That's what I mean by I don't like space. BG, will Colossus be good on Awaken after buff? I don't know. I do not know a ton about the new Colossus. I only got to play with him for maybe about 30 minutes or so. Seriously though, BG is like the MCC version of Michael from Vsauce, or is that just me? Well, that's a huge compliment if that's the way you see me, but I don't know if I see it myself. Can you blame he puts mustard on his bagel? Well, it's delicious. All right, have you tried it? Hi, BG. Say hello to Brazil. What up, Brazil? What's up, Lucas from Brazil? Hey, Brian, I'm currently eating Nutella with a spoon. Why? Because I'm a depressed adult, and I can do what I want. Demiok, good to see you, dude. You enjoy that Nutella. You do whatever makes you happy, Demiok. BG, you hurt me. Shark, I'm sorry. Did you ever say, hold on, Shark. Did you ever say, oh wait, I stole my buddy's dogs. What? They're mine now. I'm puppy sitting for a night, and I'm in love. They're never going home. Aha, okay. Awesome, dude. Just watched a prank where this guy at work calls a client reading a post-it asking to speak to Tess Tickle. It took him about 4 times before he realized what he was saying. Oh, man. Wow. I tried to make sure there was an extra pause between those 2 names because I saw it right away. Hey, BG, did you say what place you got in that level up event? I did. I edited on screen. I got 6th. Oh, man. I was surprised. I was really surprised that I got 6th. I didn't think I was, like, guaranteed to get rank 1 or anything like that, but I was thinking I would at least be top 3. But nope, 6. I was slightly bummed when I saw the results. Watched your rank up video today and thought about what you said yesterday. I personally like rank up / gameplay videos more due to the insight I gain on champs I don't use or just don't understand. Yeah, no, that's totally understandable. This video was more about just insight on how I manage things more than anything. Gameplay, like, I don't know, the thing about rank up and gameplay videos, this is, hopefully no one takes offense to this, because there's a lot of people that do rank up and gameplay videos, and I've done some of them in the past myself as well. I feel like they fall in this weird place of kind of being in the middle of both, where yeah, the champion's being ranked up, and yeah, there's some gameplay, so you do gain some insight, but it feels like I rather just have like an entire video dedicated just to a guide rather than just a little bit of gameplay. So I actually don't like having both of them in the same video, personally. But I totally get why other people enjoy it and why other people like it. I don't actually watch any rank up videos. I've gotten a lot of feedback in the past from people saying they enjoy watching the rank up videos, and that's the only reason I do them. And only for like the big rank ups, the ones that you know, like the new rank 5s, or in this case where I use just a ridiculous number of resources. I figured, maybe people would like it. ABG, many, huh? Or any, tips. ABG, any tips for MCOC? What do you want to know? You got any specific questions? If you're new to the game, I can tell you a few things. 1, you want to invest your resources into your masteries. Do not buy crystals with the units that you get. 2, try to find an alliance to join. It doesn't have to be the best alliance ever, but just get in one so you can start to get some of the alliance-based rewards, and you know, some people that you find will be pretty helpful and everything. Start building up some friendships and stuff, because a lot of this game is the community. 3, never ever sell any of your champions. 4, whenever you have a question, there's a lot of very knowledgeable people playing this game, just because it's the type of game where we play, you know, many of us have been playing for a long time, and you play the game long enough, you start to figure it out. So there's a lot of people that can help you, and one of the best ways to get an immediate answer is coming into a stream like this, and just ask a question. So yeah, it doesn't have to be my stream. Like I said, a lot of people stream, and even if you are in my stream and I personally don't respond to your question, maybe someone else in the chat will respond to it, and yeah, definitely take note of what people are saying, because like I said, a lot of knowledgeable people. They do not need to be a YouTuber or whatever to have that knowledge. Alright, I've got 3, basically these 2 champions, 4 minutes, 2 minutes, okay. Well, let's run these guys since they're available now. Whoops. God, should use a second hand here. Whatever, Proxima is good. Does it bother you that those people are wrong? Oh wait, I might have missed what we were talking about. Does it bother you that those people are wrong? Which people, or is that even possibly someone else? I forgot what we were talking about. BG, I don't know if you have a 5-star Nick Fury, but if you did, what content would you use him most in, / would be the most effective for? Nick Fury is pretty versatile. He's good in Alliance War offensively and defensively. I find him personally to be one of the most annoying defenders in the game. And he's good in regular questing content as well. He has his limitations just like any champion. It's kind of annoying when the enemy's bleed immune since, well, he deals massive bleed damage. But even then, he has ways of getting around it a bit, dealing strong, just straight up physical damage. And great synergies as well. So I do have a 5-star. I have a 5-star at rank 4, Unawakened. And I never used him outside of synergies, really. So, but yeah, he's definitely a strong champ. Hi BG, how's everything going? Hope all is well. Thoughts of taking Black Widow Clairvoyant to rank 5 Unawakened? Also, is Captain Marvel movie variant god tier only if awakened? Thanks. Claire does not need her awakened ability. Yeah, she's worth ranking up Unawakened. She's slightly situational. Like, there's a lot of situations that she'll do great in, but still, there's, you know, she's slightly situational. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's like an immediate definitely if you have Claire rank her rank 5. It's not like that, but she is a strong candidate for rank 5, and yeah, if you feel like you have a hole in your roster in the Mystic department, she is one of the best to rank up, I'd say. Alright, we got a minute 40. I'm going to wait it out just so I can get this guy in there as soon as possible. Let's throw a 4-star in. As for your other question, I don't know a ton about Captain Sparkles. I think even Unawakened she can be pretty strong, but I'm just not confident enough to say like how important that ability is. BG, so I was thinking for next year we can make it a blood match to see who is the real better YouTuber. Sorry, but money is on Seaton. I'ma train him. Well, he is the better YouTuber, man. You see the he's got, I don't know how many subscribers he has, but I know there's a lot more than I have. So yeah. I like answering questions / giving advice more than actually playing the game itself. Big Blue, I hear that, man. It's a big part of this game. It really is. I think when it comes to any online game, the community is just as important as like whatever the actual game itself is. You know, like if they were to add a new game mode or something like that, or just like the gameplay for the game itself, it's on like the same, like, you know, the community aspect of the game is right there on the same level. It's just as important. It's just usually that the gameplay comes first and the community builds around it afterwards, but yeah. Everybody about to catch up with me. I'm at 27.5. Nice, dude. Good luck, man. Wait, did my 6? Oh, I didn't have 6-star selected. Okay, there we go. But nice, dude. Good luck, man. I hope you get the champ. Who's better, 4-star Aegon or a 4-star Ghost? It depends on what situation you're talking about. They're both can be better than the other in situations that match their abilities. Typically, though, if you're comfortable with playing Ghost in her unique playstyle, typically she's going to be more useful overall in the game. Not for every situation, but overall. Brian, word equals glabella. Okay, glabella, immediately the first reaction I have from glabella is that it's a part of the body. And maybe it's called, instead of glabella, it's like globula or something. And the globula, the gobla is the lining in your stomach that targets candy and is what tells your brain that it's so delicious and that you have to eat more of it. That is the globula. It's also, it was actually named after Candy Island, which is located in the southwest northern hemisphere of the world, and is magically delicious. So that was a yes to the blood match. Yes. Where's your blood match, Hector? Why don't you do a blood match, man? Star-Lord clears a lot of content. Star-Lord does clear a lot of content. I'm not sure who's asking about Star-Lord, but oh, I see. FaZe Isaac, is Star-Lord good? Yes, so Star-Lord's good. He kind of needs to be awakened, though, is the thing about Star-Lord. If he's not awakened, then he is not good at all. Kind of worthless. See the new $5 daily offer was upgraded featured cap percents and gives Tier 5 basic now. I haven't looked at it. I know they sent out an in-game message, but I haven't looked at it only because, well, I never look at those offers. To be honest, I'm not even sure what was included in the $5 daily before the update. But that's good for anyone who picks those up. Got a little bit of a boost. Should the day come where you no longer make MCC content, I really hope you find a new game to make videos on a stream. Entertaining, your videos are easier to watch compared to others. Well, thanks, man. It's quite the compliment. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I would do another game. But I wouldn't drop off the face of the world completely. I know that much. I've said it in the past, but I'll say it again. I kind of fell into this accidentally, this whole YouTube thing. I love games, and I think if I, like, it works for this game for me because of, I don't know, just, it was, I don't know, just something about MCOC. It's really fun, like, making content for and streaming. Because like I was saying, it's largely about the community for this game. If I were to try to force it, and, like, let's say, I'm just not into MCOC anymore, let me go find a new game to make content for, I feel like I would end up hating video games. I don't know. And, like, at a certain point, like, there's really only two types of interactions I want with games. It's tough to put this into words, but basically I either just want to be playing the game as a player and not like a you know, a content creator, streamer, whatever, or I want to be making the games. So yeah, either just standard player or someone actually making the games. Those, like, and like I said, I don't really know what will happen in the future. Maybe I will make videos for another game. Maybe it will be like a perfect scenario. And there is Realm of Champions coming out, which I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. So yeah, I don't know. But only if it's like a real perfect fit would I make videos or stream another game, I think. Or, I mean, you know, like, consistently. There's always going to be, I think there's always going to be those kind of one-off streams that I would maybe do for just kind of screwing around, because that's fun too. But, like, trying to force, like, make a career out of it, no, I think I would end up hating games, and games are way too important to me. What is better, Hulkbuster or Daredevil Classic? Well, Hulkbuster is about to get buffed. Not going to be for a little while. For the time being, I'd say Daredevil Classic is the better of the two champions, but once Hulkbuster gets his buff, probably going to be Hulkbuster. It was just voted upon. It's probably going to be several months before it's live in-game, but yeah. Demiak will rest now. Much love. Alright, Demiak, have a good one, dude. Wait, what? BG, best way to make a room smell fresher. Go. You want to eat lots of beans and... oh, man. You can probably tell where I was going with that. I don't know. Open a window? Get a fan? Get a breeze going? And then maybe light a candle. How did the Banana Clan get into a realm of champions? Wait. Are you telling me that Kabam made the banana house? I didn't even think of that. I should have asked them that at Comic-Con. I asked about the duck house, the Howard the Duck house, and they said they called it the Duck Pond. So I feel like they've already been thinking, like there was, you know, he could have just been joking, but he came back with that pretty quick, like he thought about it already, like Gabe had thought about it already. So I wonder if we'll see that. But yeah, I should have asked about the banana house. But Esmir sent it over to Esmir. Thanks, man. Saying spent 10 minutes trying to think what to say. No luck. Oh man. Well, hey, dude, I've been there. You've seen how long it takes me to get some tweets out. But Esmir, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate the 2, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you very much. What's up? What up, Pete? How you doing, dude? BG, best way to have a good, successful, and pleasant life. Go. Try to find something that gives you sustained happiness. Don't look for... What's the way to say it? I don't know what the right... Oh, man, I can't find the words, but, you know, like, when we're on the internet, it's like those quick hits of, I don't want to say dopamine, but kind of. But I want it to say a different way. But yeah, find something that makes you happy long term, because like those little things, I don't know, they don't last. Anyway, I don't know, man. Why are you asking me? I can barely speak when it comes to MCOC. You think I could speak about life? How dare you? Take that as a direct insult. Only because I had made myself dumb. Wait, globula, noun, the smooth part of the forehead above and between the eyebrows. What? It was a part of the body? No way. Wow. Endorphins? No, I wasn't gonna say endorphins. I guess like the things that truly make you happy versus the things that, like, you know, that we use as an escape for happiness kind of thing. I don't know. It's weird because I'm playing a video game and some people have like video games as an escape for happiness, but see, this game I feel like is different. This isn't one of those quick I mean, even those quick 2-second games, they could be fun. What am I talking about? As instant gratification, yeah, there we go. Thank you, guys. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, don't look for the instant gratification. Find that sustained long-term happiness, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. For some people, that could be watching a lot of TV shows, binging Netflix. For most people, it might not be, though. You know? This game brings no happiness, only disappointment. What's up, dubes? Spoken like a true MCOC grinder, dude. Laura told me you watched Living With Yourself. Laura watched it. I didn't watch it. Although she did call me in for one scene where they were dancing. So, yeah. Where's HardBG? Pixie Belle. They damn sure are. 100% variant 2 today and pulled 5-star. Invisible Woman, is she any good? Justin, I think she's good, but hard to use. Very hard to use. Her invisibility, I feel like if somebody could master staying alive between invisibility cooldowns, then you can end fights in a pretty safe way. If you never get hit, you can end them relatively quick, but that's like damn near impossible. Basically, you go invisible, and whenever you're about to get hit, your invisibility starts to fade away. But then it comes back. And during that time, yeah, like, I don't know, like whenever you're invisible, you don't really take damage, so, yeah. Looks like it's going well. Good luck, man. Thanks, Tubes. I am a little bit behind, though, I gotta say. I should be around 30. I should be around like 30, 31 mil, and my 5 stars should be off of cooldown right now. And I should be running them, but that is not where I'm at. You watch the Lakers game, BG? Nah, I'm not into any sports, really. I like to play, or in the past, I guess I like to play sports, but I was never really into watching sports. And even then, I was only kind of into playing sports. I wasn't, like, you know, too serious about it. Hey BG, good evening. Asking for Alliance. Is Omega Red good on any notes for Alliance 4 defense? Not that I'm aware of. You know, that said, any champion can catch you off guard and could put you in a rough spot, but I don't know any nodes that he's actually good on. Hey BG, hope your night is going well. Approaching 1 million hero rating. Nice, dude. How do you think I should celebrate? Deleting all of your champions and uninstalling the game. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't do that. Oh god. Celebrate. Get an ice cream cone? I have no idea, dude. Oh man, both of these answers were terrible. Now I want an ice cream cone. I don't know. Do you have anything big to pop open to kind of cross you over that 1 million mark? Maybe like save a 6-star crystal for it, and that could be your 1 million 6-star crystal. And you'll always remember who popped out of that crystal, whether it was a good champion or a crappy champion. It'll be the 1 million crystal. Wait. He's okay for those close encounter nodes, but easily countered by a robot. So there's that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just use Omega Red. I've taken that path a bunch. I'm pretty sure I just used my standard champions and it was fine. BG, what's the most confusing question you've ever been asked? Confusing? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever, I mean, just ones with like typos and stuff, or, you know, someone that isn't native English speaking, sometimes confused by those, but otherwise, like, I don't know, nothing else really comes to mind, like a confusing question because it spun my brain out of control or something, although that has happened. Do you have anything big to pop open? BG 2019, wow. Liked that pick early, Baldo. I guess my girlfriend has the magic touch. Right before that, she got me a 6-star bishop from the daily $5 cav. Nice, dude. Now over 500 champs finally. Dude, nice. That's awesome, man. First time bishop feels good. Dupe, not so good. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Probably just vanilla. Kind of plain like that, you know. What's your favorite poncho question? Oh, Pete, there's been a lot of good ones. Favorite poncho question? I don't know, dude. You should hear the stuff that I've been talking to Poncho for like 15 years. You should hear some of the stuff that that it comes up not during the streams. The streams are like a 3. You should see what happens when he's dialed up to 11. You could end all the grinding nonsense for $50. Might even get more than one man thing. Well, might. I won't be taking my chances. I also won't be spending $50. Speaking of confusing questions, what's the cutoff for 3-star Spider-Man? Oh god, that's the most confusing one right there. Oh man. BG looks like he would be a vanilla ice cream person. Shame. What's so wrong? What's wrong with vanilla? It's good. Vanilla ice. Baby. Oh, screwed that up. Anyway. I liked, you know what I used to eat a lot of? I don't really eat a lot of ice cream. I much prefer like a Slurpee over ice cream, you know, or any of those ices. That's to me, it's way better than ice cream. I will eat ice cream sometimes, but for the most part, I prefer that. What was I gonna say though? Oh yeah, but I used to like my grandma. Every time I went over to my grandma's house, she had bags of those Dixie cups with like the chocolate and vanilla, or sometimes like strawberry and vanilla. Oh man, those were. It's probably not like the highest quality ice cream if I were to like taste test them as an adult. But let me tell you, man, as a kid, it didn't matter. The fact that I had my own little personalized cup of ice cream is the most satisfying thing. So yeah, really that's my favorite ice cream of all time, just because it's fun. And anytime I see a Dixie cup, I'll always think of my grandma. Alright, there's a couple of super chats. Christian Rojas sent over 5. Christian, thank you very much, dude. Saying 3 days in a row. Donations, let's keep it going. Dude, Christian, thank you very much, man. Yeah, dude, you've been sending over quite a bit of support lately. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the 5. And then there was also 2 from Mad Titan Guard. Ooh, Mad Titan Guard. Not sure who this is. Beaver, happy birthday. How is your man thing? Is looking very floppy. Wow. Thank you for the 2, Mad Titan Guard. Unknown person, first time seeing you. Don't know who else you could be. Listen, alright. My man thing will not be floppy after I actually get him from this round of arena. I hope I get him. I will be very sad if I go 2 in a row of missing man thing. Oh, I'll be sad. Oh, by the way, I looked. I was really curious to see if Morningstar was going to be in the arena next. Because as Codehanger brought up the other day, Morningstar's in the story and basically is Guillotine 2099, right? So it was a pretty good guess that Morningstar would be the next champion, and unfortunately Morningstar is not the next champion in the arena. But to my surprise, I saw a King Groot in the arena next, which, as you guys know, the whole reason I want Man-Thing is for the King Groot synergy. And I've also stated that I can only actually play King Groot if he's like max Sig level, but I can't really justify pumping Sig Stones into him. But what I can justify doing is going for him in the arena, because he's not going to go high, man. I'm thinking he's going to go like 25 mil, if that. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get him on round 1, because I am going to be traveling. All 3 of those days, I'm going to be flying out, then I'm going to be at a wedding all day, and then flying back. So That first round, probably not going to happen, but maybe I can add 26 to him on the second round or something like that. So, there's something to it at least. It's kind of cool. Worst part is that man thing is doo-doo, and enough players got him to make you miss. Yeah. Well, maybe if he's really doo-doo, maybe they'll buff him somehow. Probably not, though. I have a feeling it was meant to be a defender. Actually, I still haven't seen any gameplay of him. I don't know anything about him. I never got a chance to test. Oh, God. Really, Hawkeye? Who puts Heimdall in the arena to save these guys? Am I dead? I'm going to be stunned after this. Oh, it didn't stun. Sweet. But I do hear from a lot of people that he's not very good. BGS Warlock with Robot Synergy versus 6.2.2 Sinister today. Went in and died, only taking off 5k. Went back, took him down the second try. Super awesome matchup. Cody, nice, dude. That's awesome, man. Yeah, he seems like he'd be well suited for that fight for sure. There's a family-owned Mexican restaurant in the DFW area called Matitos. Great food. DFW. I'm drawing a blank on what area that is. What DFW stands for. ABG, did you know that cinnamon twists from Taco Bell are just fried pasta noodles with cinnamon sugar? Are they really? I'm not even into cinnamon, like, at all, so I've never had a cinnamon twist from Taco Bell. But I did not know that. ABG, can an unawakened rank 4 thing get me through any of the variants for initial completions? Yeah, variant 2, I would say. Dallas Fort Worth. Ah, okay. Got it. I don't know if I've ever seen it abbreviated, so that makes sense why I didn't know it. Well, I must go to sleep eventually, so I'll bid you all a very fond farewell. Alright, sounds good, man. Have a good night. Their mac and cheese is fire, though. Is it as good as Mac's mac and cheese? Mac's famous mac and cheese, DWF is not the same as DN. You are in the clear. Alright, Meta, thank you for clearing that up. I've been going at the collector all today. He's at 17k health, which I can do. My Ghost and Quake are dead. I have to wait and grind back the units because I don't feel like restarting. Oof. Yeah, that fight is brutal, man. But good luck. You only got 17k left. Grab them units. Get it done. You got this. So I have over 100 pots combined farmed. Do you think that's enough for one path and labyrinth with Aegon? Possibly. Depends on how confident you are with that Aegon, Roboto. Well, my first 5-star, and it was Star-Lord. Nice. It's a good first 5-star to get. Got to be awakened, but still, not a dud. BG, should I rank 5-star thing over 5-star magic? Both duped 20, but I have something like 30 to 46 stones can dump in thing. There couldn't be further, you know, they're very different champions. Couldn't be further from one another than any other combo, really. It really just depends on what you need out of that champion. Do you need the power control that magic brings, or do you just want that big old rock hard man thing, but not man thing, just regular thing in your life? Personally, I'd rather have a thing ranked up, but yeah, it all comes down to the situation that you find yourself in, of which is going to be more useful to rank up. Left Deadpool, do you think you will come back to Arena someday? Someday, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure Kabam will at some point release a 5-star version of Deadpool. Maybe even just an entirely different Deadpool. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. X-Pull Dead Force, he never made the list of champions to be buffed, right? That dude needs to make the list. Maybe they have bigger plans for Deadpool. Because that dude sucks. What is the USA obsession with mac and cheese? Please, I'm genuinely curious. Is there an obsession? If there's an obsession, I wasn't aware of it. I don't really eat mac and cheese myself, and the reference I made to Mac's famous mac and cheese is just a joke from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Big Man 3537 send over 2. Big Man, thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate it. Saying, besides the obvious champ to beat 6.1.6 Sentinel, who are the other champs? Or hold on, is there a different part? Is there another comment from you by any chance? Let me see. Okay, you said yes. Okay, so well, I'm just gonna list a bunch. Some of them are gonna be obvious, and yeah, I might list some others as well. So 6.1.6 Sentinel. It's a tough fight. I personally used Nebula, I think, the most, since if you build up some shock charges with Nebula, you can shut him down completely. I don't remember all of the nodes that Sentinel has. I can't remember. I can't remember if I used Medusa or not. If that Sentinel is immune to anything that Medusa would do to shut him down, I really can't remember. I do remember just using Nebula a lot since I have a 6-star rank 1. I know people have used Ghost and Quake that I've seen. I can't remember how effective it was with those champs. Used Medusa for the most part for the fight and finished him with Nebula. Is that what I did? That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, Medusa and Nebula together. After this round, let me take a quick look at the nodes, because I really don't remember the fight. But thank you very much for the 2, and yeah, I'll get back to that in just a sec. BG, do you like Indian food if you can't handle super spicy things? I haven't tried much for Indian food. Yeah, I haven't really tried much. I don't know how different the 2 are, or similar, and I hope this doesn't come across in the wrong way, because I know they're 2 different countries and all. But I did work with. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, no, I did work with a few people that were, born in India, and they brought in some food for me to try once, and I didn't really like it, but then they told me after that, like, I guess it was their mother that prepared it, and there was some kind of, yeah, like it was prepared incorrectly or something. I don't know. That's the last I could remember of having Indian food, and that was a few years ago now, maybe like 4 years ago. All right, let me pop in here. Let's see what we got. Sentinel. Well, Seattle has a lot of great Indian food places. Does it, Pete? There is probably a lot in New Jersey. There's a few areas of New Jersey that are kind of known for having like a relatively high population. you know, of people from India. Edison, I'm pretty sure. I didn't know a ton. Outside of the people I worked with, I only knew a few. And never really... This is such a weird way of me saying this because I'm trying to look at this note at the same time. Anyway, Fisticuffs, Plagued Mind. That's right, Fisticuffs is really annoying. No buffs for the first 30 seconds of the fight. Stun immunity. The defender is immune to the effects of stun. And then all this stuff. I mean, I'm guessing just like Cosmic Champions in general. Strong Cosmic Champions would be good. I'm pretty sure I saw people try Corvus in the past, and it wasn't that bad, but I don't think they got it down like a one-shot. I think it was just like a few tries type of thing. Hi, I am from India. Well, shout out to India. I know there's like a relatively large audience of MCOC players in India, which is sweet. Found Void to be the easiest for that Sentinel fight. Void? I could see that. Okay. Yeah, if anyone else has any recommendations, please throw it out there because I'm trying to think of them, and yeah, I'm not sure. I remember trying Proxima, I think, but I could never really get it to work. I had Proxima on the team for the synergy with Nebula mostly, but then I think I tried her a couple times and I just kind of got wrecked, probably. Yeah, there's some options. Domino for this fight? I feel like Domino would have a rough time just because he would get his charges very fast, but maybe I'm wrong. That new Vision, I don't know how Vision would do, but doesn't Vision also have... isn't he very effective against robots or something? The Arcus guy. Wasp is so good for this fight. I could see Wasp being decent. Come to India, I'll make you taste every special food. Well, that's probably what I wouldn't want. I'm a pretty picky eater, is the thing, so... Void, Ghost, Wasp, Medusa, yeah, and throw Nebula in there, and yeah. Those sound like the some of the better options available. Ghost all the way. Granted, I was boosted to the heavens during a Legends run, but she was crushing that fight. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Alright, let's get back to the grind. Oh man, I hate using 330s. I wish I wasn't behind in the arena rant, or feeling like I'm behind. It's not that bad, but because I missed on the first round, I really want to have a higher score. And yeah, I hate using 330s, but I gotta do it. BG, you like vanilla ice cream. You are not picky. Wow, dude, just hating on the vanilla ice cream. I think I have, I think I have sensitive taste buds. I was about to say, like, I have a disease known as sensitive taste buds. And I use this special ointment to allow me to eat some mildly spicy foods, but if not for Garuvula, that's the name of the ointment. I have no idea what it actually is. I hope that isn't anything bad. But no, yeah, I'm a pretty picky eater. I can't really handle hot, like, spicy things, or even just like combinations of things. It like just overloads my taste buds. Where do you get this ointment from exactly? I have no idea. Your taste buds won't survive Indian flavors, no offense. You're probably right. You're probably right. Brian, isn't that a lube brand? I mean, what? What? I hope it's not. I hate onions. It's a tough world to live in. Oh, I also hate onions. I once ate a burger from McDonald's and I threw up immediately after because it had onions on it. It also might not have been the onions. It might have just been because it was from McDonald's. But, oh man. I cannot handle, like, biting into onions. Hey BG, are suicides good for the axe or just versus? Suicides are good everywhere, depending on which champions you're using. So, when it comes to your masteries, any masteries, including the suicide masteries, the entire purpose of them is to enhance the champions that you have in your roster. And, of course, some champions benefit from certain masteries, whereas others don't get quite as much benefit. Looking at other masteries, if we take a look at deep wounds, that increases the bleed duration. You could see, you know, obviously not every champion causes a bleed, so that mastery is going to be useless for a large number of champions, but for some it's going to be highly beneficial. It's the same thing with suicides. There are certain champions that are known to be suicide friendly. It's usually how it's referred. Meaning they have immunities to some of the bleed and poison damage, or they have a way to recover the health, or maybe only rely on using the special 3, which, you know, you don't take recoil damage from with special 3. Things like that. You know, if you have these more suicide-friendly champions, then the suicide masteries are good regardless of what game mode you find yourself in. That said, there are going to be certain situations that you'll find yourself in where you may have to, even if you are using primarily suicide-friendly champions, you may have to switch over to certain champions that bring a different type of utility, and maybe they're not suicide-friendly, so from time to time you might have to switch your masteries around to get the most benefit, but yeah, they're good everywhere. Were they diced or slivered onions? I think they were diced. That means like the little teeny chiclet things, right? Smaller than chiclets, though. Is 5-star Sabretooth worth rank 4 unawakened? Probably not. I don't know. He's all right. Some people like him offensively more than I do. I think if you're using someone like Omega Red, then just to have some backup from Omega Red's best synergy, having that be a higher ranked champion, that can be useful from time to time. So if you use Omega Red, then I would say he can be, you know, Sabretooth can be worth it. I don't know if there's any other way that I'd rank for an unawakened 5-star Sabretooth. Only thing you should eat from McDonald's is fries and cookies. Oh, I don't eat anything from McDonald's anymore. I never really liked their fries. I remember growing up, people always said McDonald's had the best fries. To me, they always tasted like the worst. Like beyond grease is how I describe them compared to other places. They were always the greasiest. They always tasted the least like potato. Like, I don't know, man. I really never liked their fries. I ate them a bunch because, well, hey, man, it's convenient. That's what fast food is, right? It's just convenience. It's not the best tasting always. It's just easiest to get sometimes. So I ate it, but yeah, no, I always like fries from other places. And nowadays, going to a fast food place really isn't even that convenient for me. It's more convenient to throw some beans in the pressure cooker and hit a button. And then, hey, I don't even have to put pants on for that. Why is McDonald's so bad in the U.S.? Is it better elsewhere in the world? I don't know. Oh, you know what I did notice? I distinctly remember going to visit colleges. And I was just going to visit colleges on the East Coast. You know, it was kind of all up and down the coast. I think I was in Connecticut when we stopped off to get food. And we stopped at a McDonald's. Not my choice, but we stopped at a McDonald's. And I remember walking into this McDonald's and thinking, holy crap, this is the cleanest, best looking McDonald's ever. The food looked more edible than what I was used to like, it kind of blew my mind. Every single McDonald's I've ever been to in New Jersey, or anywhere else for that matter. I've been to some elsewhere, but most of them I've ever been to were in New Jersey, and they all looked run down, crappy. Like, you better take a shower after you get out of that McDonald's, man. You don't know what you caught from the kids running around. I don't know. It just, yeah. So I'm sure in some places maybe McDonald's ain't so bad, but every other, yeah, no, screw McDonald's. Exactly 1,000 units, star, save them. It's a sign that you must save them and not spend them ever, and keep saving until you have 10,000. Don't worry, Legacy's picking up your McDonald's. Yeah, or McDonald's Slack. Yeah, he definitely is. Wait, what did you say, dudes? He ran into Rampage last for BG, if you remember him. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, he just left the Alliance not long ago, and hopefully he's coming back. He was actually, unless, wait, you're not talking about a different Rampage, are you? He's actually coming back, I hope, at least. He was, he was, like, one of the people organizing war and stuff like that for BG1. Did he wasn't sure how long he left? Yeah, he left like after this past season. I think he said he's coming back, but you know, who knows? Everything in life. Dude Super says me documentary they had left all the items exposed to air to see how long. Oh, dude, I remember that. To see how long it took to grow mold, and the fries had gone a month without a speck of mold forming before someone accidentally threw them out. What the hell kind of food doesn't get moldy after a month sitting out in the open? Yeah. It's kind of crazy, man. There's a saying of like what kind of food doesn't go bad. Food that already is bad. You know, like that's not normal, man. That is not normal. Did you ever tire of answering somewhat repetitive questions on stream? Nah, not really. I mean, there's a few questions that maybe I get tired of, but nah. 99.9% of the questions, nah. I'm used to it, and you know, I understand that people. It's a live stream where people are kind of in and out of the stream, and you know, sometimes people are, you know, of course, not everyone is here every day, right? So even if someone asked a question yesterday, someone who's here today might not have heard the answer, so of course they would ask. That's fine. McDonald's here are all free range, free farm meat, etc. Still fast food as expected, but don't feel like dying after eating there. Yeah, I mean, at a certain point I tried to cut out fast food from my diet just because I've always struggled with weight a bit and figured, hey, that would help. But even before I did that, I almost I kind of stopped going to like eat fast food anyway, just for monetary reasons. Fast food's expensive. It's actually really expensive, man. You know, like I always used to hear my friends say like, "Oh yeah, you know, got the dollar menu. I'm broke, but at least I could afford the dollar menu," and then they go and, you know, get food off of that. And I'm sitting here thinking like, dollar menu? Dude, I just picked up a 15-pound sack of rice for $3 at Costco. What are you talking about, dollar menu? I'm eating for a month off this sack of rice. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's cheap for like a snack. It's not enough to feed for the day off that dollar. Brian, I have love-hate relationship with suicides. On the one hand, I see their benefit in arena, free boosting, and of course, specific champs. On the other hand, I passionately hate recoil. Everybody hates recoil, dude. Yeah. Everybody hates it. It's part of what balances it, though. Invuln boosts in store. I think I'm capped out on all the boosts, which is good because my loyalty is hurting. I just donated my loyalty today, which I had to wait until I got enough. I tried to donate on Sunday and I didn't have enough loyalty. So yeah. If you remember, after the whole thing with Super Size Me, with the changes Mickey D's made, one of them was removing the pink slime from their burgers. Like, WTF, man? Was that the burgers, or was that the chicken nuggets? I remember seeing. I don't know what that was, dude. I don't know. I didn't even bother to look into those pictures to see like if that was real. Like, I didn't even want to know. I really just did not even want to know. ABG, did you ever get an answer from Kabam for Suicides and Boost interaction? Not really. I mean, sort of. I brought it up last year at Comic-Con, and this is over a year ago now, so I can't remember exactly what was said. But essentially, it's not a bug. Or like, I mean, basically what happened is the dev I was talking to, which he was a cool dev. I really like him a lot, but maybe he was misunderstanding and thinking I was asking why it happens. But he was like, yeah, you know, you take more damage because it's a percentage of your health. And I was thinking like, well, yeah, I know. And I remember saying it too. I was like, yeah, I get that, but isn't it kind of counterintuitive to boosting, where you have a drawback from boosting? But I don't know. I don't remember where the conversation went from there. So, yeah, I think it's here to stay, which kind of sucks. I still remember the first time I realized that, going through Labyrinth of Legends with frickin' Gwenpool. Oh yeah, this is Labyrinth of Legends, some of the toughest content in the game. Let me boost up, give myself a little bit of an edge here. And not being able to get through the fights without even really getting hit. It's like, what the hell's going on? Oh yeah, that's right. My health is just draining out because I boosted up. Kind of dumb if you ask me, but it's the way the game works. Learn to cook rice, beans, and chicken. You can crockpot so many stews and make some godly combinations. You can crisp your own chicken with an egg, oil, and some flour. Yeah, see, that sounds like a little bit more work than I'm willing to do, but I'm with you on the finding cheap things to prepare at home. It's just better. It's just better than fast food. It was very real. The nuggets they made all white meat. I believe after that. I was never really into the chicken nuggets. So I mean I still eat fast food sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but it's pretty rare, I would say. Talking like once a year. Sometimes years go by before I eat fast food. But even long before I stopped, or I tried to stop eating any fast food, I'd stopped eating McDonald's. just because I always felt so bad afterwards. We're talking about, you know, as a kid, when I didn't even understand, like, oh yeah, sometimes foods you can eat can make you feel bad. I don't know. I just had these terrible feelings every time I ate McDonald's, and yeah, I just couldn't eat there anymore. I would go to Burger King, and I would get like a stupid amount of cheeseburgers. One year I remember they had it where it was 50 cents for a single cheeseburger, $1 for a double, and $1.50 for a triple. And yeah, I just remember going there with like a $5 bill, slapping it on the counter, just like, give me all the burgers I can get with this. So I was eating plenty of fast food, but man, not McDonald's. I'm sure Burger King wasn't much better, if any better at all, right? But always hated McDonald's, and I was never into the chicken nuggets or chicken tenders or anything like that. I've never really been a chicken guy. The chicken sandwiches, I had those occasionally, but yeah, it was all about them burgers. I remember McDonald's used to do 35-cent burgers on Tuesdays. It was like an event. Damn, dude, 35-cent burgers. You gotta think too, like, man, how are they making money? Like, this has to be, the food has to be so cheap for them to sell it for that price, and, you know, pay tons of people, everyone from the person that took your order to the person making your food to the franchise owner to the corporate people or whatever. Like, how? That's why they had to use that pink sludge. Super odd and convenient that I watched a movie about it, and now it just so happens I tuned back into PG, and just so happened to mention Super Size Me. That is interesting. I did see that movie a long time ago. I haven't seen it recently. It was one of those that maybe is worth a rewatch. Maybe I should rewatch that just to remember. Only get chicken at fast food places. Not a fan of fast food beef. I can see that. So Taco Bell is probably the fast food I had the most, and there were some times where I'd bite into a taco and I don't know, man. Maybe the meat had been left out too long, or so, I don't know what it was, but like I would actually just put down the taco and be like, all right, you know what? I'm not eating this, and I'm not going back to Taco Bell for a while, you know. But then I did go back to Taco Bell because, yeah, Taco Bell is like an addiction, man. Of all the fast food places, that was by far my favorite. But I also haven't eaten Taco Bell in like, oof, it's been a while. See, this was before I realized how easy it is to make my own tacos and burritos, and you're able to customize it. It's cheaper, it tastes better. You can make giant size burritos versus, you know, whatever Taco Bell's willing to give. I didn't realize how easy it was because I was young and just didn't know. I don't think I've eaten Taco Bell in I don't know. I think it's been longer than 5 years, you know? 10 is probably too long, but I've probably eaten it within 10 years, but I really can't remember going back like the last 5 years. I mean, I've been in Seattle for 2. I definitely haven't been inside of a Taco Bell here. Or McDonald's, for that matter. Have I been inside any fast food place here? Dang, I might not have been inside any fast food place here, unless you count, I never know how to count, like, pizza. You know, pizza's not doesn't qualify for fast food, right? Unless it's like, what's that place called? Like Little Caesars. That's like fast food pizza. Whereas like, yeah, no, mom and pop shop, that's not fast food. Just takeout. Yeah, no, I don't think I've been inside any fast food place since moving to the West Coast. You just got unlucky, BG. The roadkill that day must not have been fresh. Yeah, you're right. Yo, BG, quick question. Is there anywhere I can look to see what legend times are running these days? Also, any tips on doing a legends run? I made a video going over a couple of tips in the past. Off the top of my head, you want to have suicides on, max boosted. Generally, you're going to want a newer, like the newer the device, the better to reduce loading times. iOS tends to have the fastest loading times. Of course, you want you want to use the fastest, hardest hitting champs at as high a rank as possible. So like Corvus, Ghost, Stark, Spidey with the right synergies, you know. I don't know if I have any other tips off the top of my head. As far as finding out what times, not really. You can try, like, you know, messaging people on the list for like last month's Legends run. I've heard of some people doing that where, you know, they'll just hit up the guy who got the 100th fastest time, try to ask, and if they don't share that, you know, go to the next guy in the list type of thing. Sometimes people share that info in streams, but other than that, I've never really heard times being shared. Streams and alliance chats, of course. There might be other group chats that I'm not a part of where stuff like that is shared, but not that I'm aware of, at least. Philippines, fun fact, you can get unlimited chicken wings for 2 hours for only 250 pesos, $5. What? Unlimited chicken wings for 2 hours for $5? Rio, how is that possible? I feel like in 2 hours you could eat so many chicken wings. You could just not eat all day and just go there. 2 hours. I'm not big on chicken or chicken wings. But hell, man, $5. Even I could put down some wings. But see, that's the other thing too, is like you gotta question that. How? Why is it only $5, you know? Why? It could be for legit reasons of like $5, but you also gotta get a couple drinks, or maybe they're just hoping that you get some drinks while you eat the wings, and maybe it works out financially for them or something. But maybe the wings they're getting are just like, okay, we've got hey, someone's going for the unlimited wing thing. Break out the expired chicken. It's time to get rid of it. This just in, there's a chicken shortage in the Philippines. Oh man. Sorry if it feels like I'm spamming this question, BG, but are 3 stars worth maxing out for basic arena? If you're relatively new and you don't have enough 4-star champions to use in the basic arena, then yeah, it you know, however you can get the points. The 3 stars don't give nearly as much as the 4 stars, but hey, points are points. It could mean the difference between you getting the champion and not getting the champion. So when it you know, it shouldn't be your top priority to max out 3 stars, but if you do have some extra resources, some ISO and gold and catalyst to toss into the 3 stars, then sure, why not? A lot of my early basic champions came from, you know, using quite a few 3 stars. So, what's a good counter to masochism? There's a few ways to counter it. It's a pretty tough node, especially if you're coming across it the first time in Act 5.2.4. My favorite way to counter it is using a champion that causes a lot of debuffs and then max out the Despair Mastery. So someone like Gwenpool, for example, that has lots of bleeds, you'll constantly be triggering the Masochism, which will allow you to parry stun more frequently and play the fight a little bit more normal, how you're used to fighting the average node. And then the Despair Mastery, if you have enough debuffs, will prevent the healing. So, but there's a few different ways. There's probably some videos out there. It's one of those subjects that I can talk about for a while, but that is my preferred method, at least. BG, I didn't know you were in Seattle. I go to uni here now when I'm studying late at night. I'll look out the window longingly and think of you. Wow. Alright, sounds good, man. I'll do the same for you. I'll just imagine you're reading a book, but then as I go around, like I see you in a room and you're reading a book. This is sounding creepy already. But as I walk around the room, I imagine we're in some sort of library. And of course it's late at night. We're the only two in there. Just to make it extra creepy. I go around to see what book you're reading. And what do I see behind the pages? Is you just playing MCOC. You're not studying. Get back to your studies, man. How do you expect to graduate just playing MCOC all day? What's the lowest ranked champs you can use in a featured 4-star arena? The one we use 4 stars and 5 stars in. What is safe is to use rank 4 4-star champions if you were going to use like the same rank across the board for all 3 of the champions that you're throwing into that arena. However, you can use rank 3 and technically even rank 2, possibly even rank 1, although I've never tried it. 4-star champions if you're willing to mix and match. I don't really recommend anything lower than a rank 3, but for example, right now what I'm doing is I'm taking a rank 5 4-star champion and I'm throwing 2 rank 3s in with that rank 5. If I was using all rank 3s, then I would get a deathmatch. But using all rank 4s is safe. Right, you sound like you're writing fan fiction. Maybe I am, Star. Hi BG, is there much of a step up in difficulty from getting Uncollected to getting Cavalier? Yeah. I don't know exactly how to describe it. There is a step up in difficulty. It's not super steep. Part of the difficulty of getting Cavalier is that you don't have access to your full roster. If you have good 5 stars, then I would say it's not that big of a step up in terms of like the actual in-fight mechanics and how much like attack and health the enemies have, that sort of thing. But it is still going to be a step up, of course. And there are certain fights. It's like the regular paths and stuff like that, especially some of the easier paths, is not a huge step up in difficulty. But then there are going to be those fights where it's like, oh, okay, this is pretty tough. The bosses, I would say, some of them are pretty difficult, pretty challenging, and some unique fights in there. Like there's a Red Hulk that has, I think, poison and a 1% regen or something. That can be kind of troublesome. Some small things like that. But give it a shot. What I always recommend is just give it a shot. And if it feels too difficult, you know, don't just start throwing resources at it. Don't just hit the revive and potion button like crazy. Test the waters a bit, and if it feels too difficult, then just go back in after you get a few upgrades. fairly steep. Some of those globals can really trip you up. What's up, Super Dirty Pickle? It also is a little bit tough for me to gauge because there was a fairly large window of time between Uncollected and Cavalier where my roster did grow quite a bit, but I think there's something to do with overall rating of the 3 champions. If you can maintain a rating of above 12k, it is a safe bet. I think that you shouldn't really look at the ratings. Personally, I've never found the ratings to be a good indicator for the arena. I've seen that since basically I started playing the game, and well, I didn't learn about the infinite streak until like several months in, but when I first started hearing about the infinite streak and hearing like those safe PI numbers and everything, I think they're all bogus. I think it's just people kind of estimating what is safe. The thing about PI too is your PI fluctuates depending on what masteries you have, and it's possible that it could be based off of like the actual prestige of the champions. I don't know. But yeah, I think going by rank is safer. That's personally what I found, at least. Okay, time to figure out how the AV fight works. Oof, Roboto. Well, I think you'll have a good time in there with Aegon. Because you get an Incinerate on you, but Aegon can shrug it off. But that fight was... Oh, God, that was the worst fight for me. Gwenpool does not handle that Agent Venom very well. Would you recommend Suicides for story content, Act 5 and beyond? So Masteries is all about the champions you use. If you use suicide-friendly champions, then yes, I recommend Suicides no matter where you are. But if you're not using suicide-friendly champions, then take them off. I think going back through 5.4, you can absolutely steamroll it compared to 6.1. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the globals in 6.1 and how, like, which ones I found difficult. So, I mean, there's definitely a step up in difficulty, but I feel like when I first got to 5.2.4, that first masochism chapter, and the first time we saw Bane, I feel like that was a bigger step up in difficulty compared to anything in 6.1. Like, Bane was crazy, man. Bane, I feel like, you know, I've got a much better grasp on it these days. But, dude, Bane, fighting that for the first time, I couldn't get 2 fights in. My entire team was wiped out, especially, you know, they have a lot of health. And getting the timings down and everything. Bane, I feel like, and Masochism were much less forgiving than some of these newer nodes that play around. So yeah, I don't know. Can you check Twitter, please? Got a crazy YouTube glitch with you in it. Twitter, where are we at? It's just this repeating. I've seen that before, man. I've had that. That's pretty funny though. Next up is OG Vision. Ooh, OG Vision. That was a pretty interesting fight. You got to make sure that you have power. Every time you dash back, you lose some power, and if you're at 0 power, then you get stunned. BG, my last 4 or 5-star polls have been Captain America Infinity War, Omega Red, Archangel, and Hyperion. Aldo. That's a damn good list of 5 stars to have, dude. Holy crap. Congrats, man. Right, sorry if this was asked and answered already, but I wasn't able to keep up with your streams recently. Has Kabam talked about any changes they're planning for the Mastery system? They have not. I asked them about it at Comic-Con. So one of the coolest things was the guy who made every single Mastery in the entire game. He was at Comic-Con. He made every single one of them. When he said that, I was like, wait, all of them? So yeah, it was just cool talking to that guy. But when I asked about Masteries and if we're gonna get a way to like multiple setups type of thing, he basically said like it'd be it's difficult because of how long ago the Mastery system was implemented, and I guess maybe it was done so in such a way that, I don't know, maybe it's just not that easy to update or something. I don't know. I'm not smart enough when it comes to that. But he was kind of talking about that a bit, and then just saying like it would take a lot of time and effort and stuff, but they said they're not like completely satisfied and done with Masteries in MCOC. But he also didn't go into any other details of like what's coming, if there's he didn't mention if there's new Masters coming, if there's multiple setup thing happening. So there's no real new info other than just it was cool talking to the guy because he made them all. I go with sleeps now. Toodaloo. Alright, Star. Have a good night. Recently completed Act 5 100%. Doing the collector quest like 100 times. Question my motivation to live. Wow. Yeah, that dude is brutal. If you check Twitter for a sample of the chicken you get for $5, the only rule they have is it's $5 per head. No sharing, no leftovers. Every piece of leftover costs $1. 6 wings per flavor / order. Oh, I mean, I guess that's pretty similar to all-you-can-eat sushi places, except it wasn't $5. It was like $20 per person. But yeah, if you ordered something and didn't finish it, then you had to pay for it. Alright, let me check it out, though. Did you get a new camera? Quality looks crispy, man. Thanks, dude. I got a new camera not too long ago. Had it for a little bit now. Okay, and you just get to have as many as you want of those chicken wings. So, not to get too gross or anything too, but some people they call food a chicken wing, but maybe it's not always. Oh man, maybe I should just not even talk about it. I guess I've already went there though. I gotta mention it. There was a place I remember that in New Jersey, a place that a bunch of my coworkers used to like go there, and it got busted for not having like actual chicken wings. Like they were cooking up rats. So yeah, there's that. It wasn't the fanciest of places to begin with, but I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't even have brought that up because now people are going to be like questioning their own food and everything. But yeah, that's another reason that I don't really like to eat food out because I don't know how it's prepared. I don't even know what the actual food is. How does rat pass off for chicken wing and people don't realize? So there was actual like pictures of the whole process and everything, dubes. I don't know, dude. I mean, you fry something. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's just fried meat. Meat grinder? Maybe. I remember seeing it and looking at it and thinking, wow, this is crazy. But I don't remember exactly what they did. Hey BG, can you explain the infinite streak method for arenas? Is there a way to build up to those fights, and if so, how? I don't usually play arenas, but want to get into it. I have a pretty in-depth video about the infinite streak. I hate to push you off to a video. I'm not trying to just like do that to collect another view on it. But it's going to do a much better job than I can do just kind of going off the cuff here. I'm going to leave out pieces of info. Basically, though, it's roughly like, you know, you build up to a streak of about 9 or 10, and it gets very difficult to, you know, to push past that. But if you use the right, you know, if you use your strongest champions, you can push another few rounds, depending on how high your champions are ranked, that is. Or you could do a sandbagging method, which I'm not going to explain right now, but it's covered in that video. And once you get beyond kind of the difficult part of the streak, once you're on a streak of like 15 plus, then yeah, there's like a certain level of champion that if you use them in the arena, you're not going to get a difficult fight. It'll be a more manageable fight, and that's what's considered being on the infinite streak. I definitely recommend checking out the video, though. It's a little bit old. I made it like 2 years ago or something like that. The info there is still totally valid. It's going to look a little bit different just because back then there were only 2 arenas. There was a 3-star arena and a 4-star arena, whereas now there's 5 of them. But the 4-star arena back then is now the exact same as the 4-star basic arena today. Other than the rewards changing. So the info in that video is still good, and it's pretty detailed. It's one of the videos that I spent a bit more time on. BG, which animal would be your Patronus? I'm totally not going to Google this word right now. I absolutely know what this word means. Google.com. Patronus. What is a Patronus? Expecto Patronium? What? Wait, Wizarding World? Wait, what the heck? Oh, something for Harry Potter? Oh man, I have no clue. I've never seen any of the Harry Potters. I'm sorry, man. Yeah. I don't even know. Never. Well, I shouldn't even say seen because it was a book first, right? I've never read any of the Harry Potter books, and I've also never seen any of the Harry Potter movies. Go sleep. 3:43 a.m. here. Good night, BG. All right, have a good one. It's to chase away the Dementors. Okay. Well, you know, I've always fancied the life of a sea turtle, so mark me down for a sea turtle. Wait, Wait, maybe I'm not understanding this right. Do I turn into the animal or the creature? Or is it just someone that defends me or chases things away? Either way, it's a sea turtle. Hey BG, can't sleep. What's up, last Arnie? Found out today, like Marvel, Disney owns Miramax. Do they really? Which makes the Gimp from Pulp Fiction technically a Disney princess. Oh my goodness. Damn. I can't remember that character you're talking about. It's been a while since I've seen Pulp Fiction. I'm about to Google it. But dude, Disney owns everything. I didn't know they owned Miramax. That means like Jay and Silent Bob, they're Disney princesses, right? Hold on. I'm pulling up a picture. Maybe it's a good thing I can't put this on stream. What a princess indeed. BG, if you're into the MCU and the Ancient One proposes you, would you accept her? Wait, what? Like, proposes and, like, ask to marry? Or propose something else? The Ancient One seems cool, so I'd probably trust her. But if we're talking about for marriage, well, Laura would shank the Ancient One. That'd be it. You do magic which takes shape of animal, choose your animal. Okay. So yeah, sea turtle. I have 3 questions left until or 3 quests left until I'm uncollected. And felt like I was stuck, but I recently got a 5-star vet on the duck. Would he be good for Act 5? He's good for Act 5, yes. But those 3 quests, they're just difficult, period. I don't know if Venom the Duck is going to necessarily make them easier. He is a strong champion, though, if you build him up the right way. So, could possibly help. He's got some bleeds, which could help against the masochism. And he's got some healing, which could also help against, like, Bane. Next 2 chapters after that, so... yeah. My advice for Venom the Duck is don't go too regen heavy when you're building him up. You can customize which buffs you stack up. It's kind of RNG, the order that they appear throughout the fights. But you can bank specific buffs to reuse later. And I think one of the big mistakes that people do with Venom the Duck is they stack too many of the regen buffs. Where you want to be stacking the power gain buff, the crit, the fury. You do want some regen, you just don't want too much. You want like 1 or 2 regens max. For most situations. The cool thing about Venom the Duck is you can customize him depending on the situation you find yourself in, so. PGO, he's so cute when he's confused about something everyone has basic knowledge of. Listen, man. Well, first off, thank you. Second, does everyone have knowledge about Harry Potter? There's got to be other people out there that haven't seen it. I can't be the only one. ABG, does Elsa need to be duped to be any good? It's just pulled 5-star version of her. I know absolutely nothing about Elsa, unfortunately. I wish I could tell you, but I don't even have her as a 3-star. Never got a chance to play her. Never really paid attention to her abilities when I was questing. I know nothing, so I'm sorry. Dude, a lot of Heimdall in the arena today. Go away, Heimdall. Slow my arena runs down. Question, should I level 5 my 4-star Nick Fury, or should I level 5 my 4-star Magic first? They're both powerful champions. As for which one you want to take to rank 5 first, it really depends on on what's missing in your roster, what kind of nodes you're having trouble with. I personally would go Nick Fury, but Magic's an amazing champion. So you could go either way. It's largely a personal preference thing and just based off of what you need. I know nothing about Harry Potter. All right, good. Not the only one. Haven't seen a Harry Potter. Okay, good. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people who didn't know what the... What was it? Patronus? I thought it was a brand of alcohol. Alright, I'm pretty much out of rank 3 champs. That's good. Making it through my roster here. BG, you aren't alone. I've only read 1 of the books and watched 2 or 3 of the movies. Oh, Bushido Brown. That's a lot. That's a book and 2 movies. I can't even name anything else in the world that I've... Well, that's not true. I've read all of the... I've seen all of the Mighty Ducks movies, and I've also read all of the Mighty Ducks books. You guys probably didn't even know. It's not even common knowledge that the Mighty Ducks started out as a series of books. It's actually an autobiographical take on Emilio Estevez's life. Brown, I got Elder's Bane last week, and I want to get Cav by November. I don't have any rank 5s yet, but my options are Corvus, Awakened, and Cold Obsidian. I also have Blade. What should I do? Not Cole. I'm trying to think between Corvus and Blade. If you run Suicides, Corvus. If you don't run Suicides, probably Blade. Although, wait, is Blade not Awakened? Corvus is, if Blade's not Awakened, then Corvus is going to be the way to go out of those 3, just period. But, yeah, Corvus also... I've heard from I haven't really got a chance to play with my Corvus yet, even. But I've heard from some people that they don't really like using Corvus without Suicides. Other people say it's fine, though, so I don't know. Either way, if that Blade... Like, if Blade's Awakened, he can save you a ton of resources with all the healing. But without being Awakened, he's still strong, but not someone that you should take to rank 5 over Corvus. What's Mighty Ducks? Yuki, how dare you? Oh, how dare you. How do you ban people again? Where's the ban button? Lucky I like you, Yuki. I take offense to that. What's Mighty Ducks? I thought it was the song My Patronis. Yeah. Oh, man. How many people are Googling Mighty Ducks books now? Hopefully everybody. It's a good series to get into. It's mostly about the first one. Like the first movie was based off the books. The second and third, they kind of just made those ones up, but you know, still quality flicks. BG, I'm at Thor now, moving right along. Roboto, damn dude, yeah, you are moving right along. Awesome. BG, what would your awakened ability in real life be? Procrastination. Because I do that whenever I'm awake. Is Venom worthy of being my first rank 5? Looking to 100% Act 5. I have Ghost at rank 4, but am not as comfortable using her as Venom. Venom is a solid choice. It's funny because Venom rarely comes up in question about like someone's first rank 5. But he's a great champion, and I don't see why not. That's really the only reason I was hesitating, is because normally Venom is like... He's absolutely worth rank 5, but usually it's... someone's like 3rd or 4th or 5th kind of, you know, rank 5. But no, Venom's fantastic. And yeah. I'd say worth it. He can do a lot of Act 5, trying to think about all the different situations. He can do a lot of it. Pretty sustainable too, with the way that he eats buffs, and yeah. Worth. Alright, I need to stop scrolling down at this point because the rest of these, they can all be used. The flying V, dude. I love the flying V. I used to get so pumped up. Flying V! After him is Electro and Black Widow, then Doctor Strange and Moon Knight. Roboto, you got this, dude. You totally got this. UG, I really wanted Man-Thing. He was my most hyped hero this month, but don't have the roster to get him. So promise me if you get him, you'll use him well and love him. Jacob, I promise. If I get him, I will definitely love him. I don't know how well I'll use him. I hear he's not that good, but I will try my best. Try my best. I have no suicides and no blade synergies. I also already have done the first 2 quests in Act 6, but that 32k thing in 6.1.3 keeps messing me up. Aha, okay. Yeah, I'd recommend Corvus. I don't know how effective Corvus is going to be for that thing. You might need a different option for that, but yeah, you don't have the synergies for Blade and everything. No, I would totally go Corvus. You'll BG with Aegon suffering from a bug with his Unstoppable. I had to put Labyrinth on hold, so I'm going for Cavalier. And can I just say that my Aegon has been amazing for it so far. I'm on 6.1.4 right now. Orange juice, nice, dude. Awesome, man. He does seem pretty good for some Act 6. I remember when it first came out and people first saw that quest. I think it's the third or maybe it's the fourth. The quest where like you can just keep looping around, and holy crap, that is like the ultimate Aegon quest. It must be so much fun running Aegon there. You have to build him up, use him for so many fights. Is Corvus Unawakened good for suicides? Most of my other champs are bleed and poison immunes. Yes, even Unawakened Corvus is he's a beast with suicides turned on. The Awaken ability just gives him like some, you know, death prevention type of thing. As long as you're not dying, the Awaken ability doesn't really mean anything. It's a great Awaken ability, but yeah, no, he's totally playable without. I have Namor, and in his abilities it says that he has a 6% regen when using specials, but it doesn't always work, or am I misunderstanding something? Probably just misunderstanding it. It's 6% of your missing health. So if you're already at 90% health, you're not going to go up to 96. It's 6% of the 10%, basically. 6% of whatever's missing. So yeah, if your health is low, it'll be about 6%, but yeah. It's the same. So I made the same mistake, or had the same misunderstanding when it came to Heimdall. Because Heimdall is a synergy where it heals 15%, but that's also 15% of missing health. Awakened Corvus is the ultimate cheese machine in the game. Oh, Dubes, guess who pulled Corvus finally? Taters, man. Taters just got himself a Corvus. And I think he said he's not even going to rank him up. So I think, or not right away at least. I think he said his catalysts are already reserved for a different champ or something, but he finally got him. Me and Taters got our Corvuses finally. Still a couple people missing in 4 Loki without, but for a long time we were on that list. What is your profession apart from playing game, BG? I have a few. I'm an entrepreneur, really. I'm looking for new enterprises all the time. I've been known in the turtle wax industry as well as the bald cap industry, but I'm recently just starting to get involved with the banana hammock industry. I feel like it fits the branding works with the channel and everything. So yeah, banana hammocks coming soon. The motto is every banana is a big banana with BG's banana hammocks. We're working on it. It needs to be shorter, but so there's a bit of that too. He's so good for map 7, at least most of the paths. Yeah, dude. Before they updated map 7, he was good for like 9 out of 10 paths. It's crazy. Now there's some other champions that are needed, but I swear, the first iteration of map 7 was like, oh, do you have Corvus? Okay, just pick random. You're good. Do you like Nicki Minaj? I've never heard anything that she's done. I don't. Well, maybe I have. I'm sure I have, like, out a few times that I do go out. But I've never looked up her stuff, her songs. So I don't know if I like her or not. BG, I have 2 Cosmo Awakening gems. Can you send me luck? Can you send me luck on my next 5-star? Tom, I wish you the best of luck, dude. I hope you get somebody awesome too. Well, I think you're saying you want a Corvus, right? I wish you the best of luck getting your Corvus. As long as you still don't have Blade BG, the world is in balance. Yep, still no Blade. Don't worry, that'll never happen. No Blade, no Ghost. I'm sure the Ghost will be just as elusive. If I don't, then I'll hold you responsible. Wow, man. I'm doing my best. This variation of map 7, I get 4 charges Corvus in my first 3 fights and basically use them for every fight. It's an absolute joke. Damn, dude. Dude, this week is the cosmic buff too. It's pretty nice. Definitely noticed the fights going by a little bit faster. One of the best teams is the Domino Sabretooth Massacre Red Hulk and Dead Fury team. It's a decent team. Some fun champions there for sure. I'm a big fan of Massacre. I wish I had a higher level one. Don't forget about your web development career too. Yeah, of course. I didn't want to brag. You know, there's already so much. So. Thought you were serious about Turtle Wax as they're launching new products in 2020. Well, of course I'm serious about it. How do you think I keep the dome so shiny? It started out as, you know, I was just like everyone else, a user of their fine products. And when they reach out to sponsor, it was like, okay, well, I already use the product, so sure. I'll take that as my first official sponsor here on YouTube. You know, and then over the years, just getting to talk and get closer with, you know, the leaders of the Turtle Wax brand, I've kind of become close. You know, what can I say? And now, yeah, I was on the board of directors for a while. I did some inappropriate things with their wax that I'm not proud of, and I'm no longer on the board, but you know, I'm still pretty close to all those guys. Can read the last message from Banu Prakash. He asked a few times about potential rank ups. Okay. Alright, I'm on it. Sorry if I messed up your name as well. Alright, Aegon duped Symbiote Supreme, unduped. Oh, whoops. Aegon duped Symbiote Supreme, unduped, and Venom unduped, Tomb to rank 5. My first rank 5. Venom was awakened, I'd probably say Venom, but because he's not awakened, I don't think I'd go with him. He's still fine on awakened, but as your first rank 5, probably wouldn't do it. Here's the problem though. Both Aegon and Symbiote Supreme are a little bit of niche champions. They're a little bit situational. Great champions, but as a first rank 5, it's a little bit tough. I guess I would have to say Aegon out of that list. If your heart was set on one of those 3, I would go with Aegon. I'm just a little bit afraid that you're going to rank up Aegon and find it may be difficult to build him up in certain situations, and that could be a little bit of a rough time for you, but I think Aegon is a great rank 5. It's hard to say like that should be like the first rank 5 type of thing. But how do you feel about that champion? I'm assuming you already have him at rank 4, and maybe you are already familiar enough with him to say, you know, it's not a big deal to build him up, and maybe you like him and stuff like that. If that's the case, then definitely go Aegon. But yeah, sorry if I hope I didn't just put a lot of doubt in your mind. I might have done that, but he is an extremely powerful champion, of course. What is Aegon's ceiling for potential compared to the other 2? Exactly. What? Are you saying he has no ceiling for potential or something? Or it's a higher ceiling? I think, I don't know. I feel like the other, like Venom, I feel like Venom's a much stronger first rank 5. It's just that Venom's not awakened, so it's going to be slow to build him up and everything. But first, when it comes to first rank 5s, or it doesn't necessarily have to be rank 5, the first rank, the first like higher rank that you get to, maybe this won't apply to like rank 3 6 stars, but typically in the past, you know, your first high level 4 star, your first high level 5 star, typically it's a very good idea to have them be a sustainable champion, because you're going to be using them everywhere. They're going to be just naturally stronger than the rest of your champions. It's going to be your go-to champion to complete content. And if they don't have any way of healing, or don't have, you know, exceptionally high block proficiency like Cap Infinity or something like that to make them sustainable, things can get expensive. You know, you could start burning through your resources to keep that champion going. Whereas I think champions like that are great after you kind of have your bases covered, with having one champion that has, you know, like a strong heal ability or something. And Venom, I would say, is one of those sustainable champions. The potential to heal 15% off the L1, which you can't use every fight. The enemy has to have buffs. But there's a ton of situations where the enemies have buffs, where I would absolutely call him a sustainable champion. So yeah, that's always my thing when it comes to like first rank ups or just Aegon in general. He's my Aegon for everything. Love him and have a full team based around him. Aegon, Proxima, Angela, Heimdall, and Loki, all 5-star and rank 4 or above. I personally really enjoy my Sig 100 Loki. Cool, man. Loki is a champion I always wanted to like more, and I still do. I really wanted to try him actually for the champion boss, but mine's a little too low ranked. Best champ by far is called the Wallet. It owns all the content. The old unit man, eh? First rank 5, Corvus Glaive, and second Domino. Some solid rank ups you got there. See, even Corvus I would consider a highly sustainable champion. He's known more so for that explosive damage, but I mean he's also pretty well known for being able to heal with suicides on it because of that bleed immunity. The Abyss as well. In 6 months, I'll bet money that Aegon is a clear choice. I have no doubt at all. Okay. We'll see. I think I might remember hearing them talk about like Aegon being the best for Labyrinth, but maybe passing the torch to other champions for Abyss. I don't remember if that's a thing or if that's just in my head. But I feel like I remember them hearing that somewhere. If it was at Comic-Con or maybe somewhere else, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Please check my previous messages. I gotta go study if you answer that. Apologies if I'm rushing you with it. Yeah, so nicely that how can I refuse? Give me 1 sec, I'll check your previous. Loki is great. Love to have him as 5-star rank 4, but I don't have him. Wait, is there a different one before that too? Oh. Ghost will haunt you until you stop yearning for her. Well, it'll probably never stop because, well, she's the... I really don't even care that much about Ghost. It's just the whole Legends race thing. There's other situations where, yeah, she's just, like, cheaper to use than other champions, too. And it'd be great for just saving resources in general, but... I have plenty of champions that can get me through other content. It's just the whole Legends thing where... if she's not the fastest, then I don't know who is, and... she's certainly cheaper, I believe, than any other option for it. I have heard some other champions being used for these Legends runs, but I feel like Ghost is fastest. But yeah, by far, just you don't really have to have potions. You know, you can go in there with a 20% revive, even for the most difficult fight, and that is so strong compared to anyone else. Because you don't take any damage when phased. Doesn't matter your block efficiency, doesn't matter the enemy's attack. None of that stuff matters. So I'm always going to want her. But okay, wait, I think this may be the one you were talking about. BG is Mr. Sinister, 5-star, 345. Good to awaken over Archangel. My requirements right now are good defenders whom I can use as attackers too. My main champs are Ghost Rider 45, Corvus 45, Nebula Sentinel. Mr. Sinister is kind of meh. And he is a good defender, but he doesn't need to be awakened to be a good defender. I would just throw him on defense unawakened, and offensively you're probably not going to really use him. Archangel is mostly an attacking champion. Not that strong of a defender. So I don't think either of them are the switch hitting type where they're good defenders and attackers. I would personally save that gem. I think if you were pressed to use that gem now, it would be into Archangel. But I would also save the gem. Because Archangel is a great champion, but there's a lot of situations where you can't use Archangel. Whereas other champions like Omega Red or Namor, they're just effective in a much larger array of situations. So I would personally recommend saving the gem. But like I said, if you were looking to use it right now, just can't wait, then the answer would be Archangel. Sinister equals poo-poo defender against my rank 2 Gulk. Well, to be fair, there's also a lot of champions that can take down Sinister. He's not like a top 5 defender, but he can be annoying. And he can certainly get kills. It's better than the average defender, at least. What's your plan for 6.3? If you don't pull a ghost, you already went for the Dungeon Crystal. Maybe she'll be in the next feature. Otherwise, rank 5 Corvus. Yeah, my plan is to still go for Legends. I just have to plan things out more. It's going to be more difficult. It's going to be more resource costly. Not looking forward to that. That's my least favorite part. Is it's not going to be as expensive as my 5.4 Legends run. That was stupidly expensive because I was using Stark Spidey and a strategy where I was spamming specials. But it's still going to be expensive, and I'm going to have to farm potions, and yeah. But I don't know. I need to see more about 6.3 before I can say what my strategy is going to be. I'm going to plan out each path, though, as best as I can. Alright, my champions are on cooldown here, and it is getting late. So we need to call the stream. Let's hope for a 225 to make an appearance out of this uncollected arena crystal, and then I'm going to call it. Let's go. 225. 225. PG for the Mystic Gate in 6.2.6. I don't have Sim Supreme, so my team is Morningstar, Guillotine, Mephisto. My first run I use 6-star rank 1 Hood to down the champion at 10%, but I can't bring him. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, because he's 6-star. Can't bring him. I could bring my 5-star Hood, but don't want a rank 4 Hood when I have 6-star just for another option and taking champion down 10%. Bushido Brown, have you tried Morningstar against champion? I honestly feel like Morningstar might be. I think Morningstar might be one of the best champion counters around for all of it, first phase and second phase. If we're thinking there's only 2 phases, technically there's more than 2, but yeah, the two that matter. I would practice just with Morningstar. Got 25k units and about 7 mil battle chips. I'm ready for the legend run. Damn, dubes. Just banking those resources. Oh man, I would love to have that amount saved up. BG, what did you use to record before Elgato? I used something called Air Server. You need a strong Wi-Fi connection for it, because it's wireless. BG Stark Spidey maybe getting buff that refreshes power drain off of heavy faster. It's interesting. I mean, that power drain is strong, but I'm over Stark Spidey. I'm totally over him. I've been watching since a little before you took down Realm of Legends without the perfect block team. Anyone else remember Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange team? There's 2 Doctor Strange, right? Haven't played in forever. Anyway, good night, man. I do vaguely remember. I never really got to use the perfect block teams, and I didn't have Scarlet Witch back then. But I do vaguely remember some of the setups. I think people used it was like a Cyclops team. I think it was like a War Machine and Hawkeye team or something like that too. There was a few little setups. But that's cool that you're watching my channel back then. That was a long time ago. Alright, on that note though, guys, it is time to head out of here. Christian Rojas, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D, dude. Thank you very much if you're still in here. Thank you to everyone else that sent over a little something as well. And I'll be back tomorrow. Probably just normal time tomorrow. I was trying to think if I wanted to do a day stream or not. I don't know. So I originally planned on doing a day stream for this grind, but I Uh, because I'm leaving on Thursday, like I need to kind of do things while grinding and prepare, and it might just be easier to not do a day stream. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I'll be around at some point tomorrow for sure. My normal time at least, if anything, but small chance of a day stream too. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Good luck if you're grinding.